So I'm back here with Kara Gavin, and we're going to talk for just a minute about your perspective as a PR person and how you shape a message for a particular audience. And for the purposes of this segment, let's talk about sort of the broad public audience that you might find in a media outlet. So what makes a message compelling or sticky or memorable for public audiences?
I think the main thing is to be clear about what point are you trying to get across. What is the one thing that if they remember nothing else that they will take away?
Sure.
And you can have a couple of supporting points for that. I want you to remember this, and this is the reason we know that, and here's what it means, and here's what we're going to do next. And that's fine. But come back to that key focal point that you want to leave them with, and then articulate it in a way that's understandable to someone, you know, without a technical or scientific or academic background.
So no jargon.
No jargon.
Yep.
It has to be plain English. It has to, preferably active voice. No is and are. It has to be told in a way that is going to, if it's something that's video or audio, you have to capture their ear, capture their attention. People are distracted. If they're reading it online or they're reading it in print, you have to have something that's going to, visually keep them hooked and also mentally keep them hooked. It's got to have maybe a little bit of a story to it, or vivid language, or colorful metaphor or analogy. Those things really help.
Yeah, at one point I remember you saying that science has great verbs and you wished scientists used more verbs. Is that another element you might bring into it?
I think so. There's a lot of active verbs, and actually sometimes people are afraid to even, I don't want to say anthropomorphize things a little bit, but find that metaphor and say that this enzyme cuts something, or this gene activates something, and it's okay to use something that's a little bit more. It's an action verb.
Yeah.
And actually that will again get that listener, that reader, to hang on to what you're trying to tell them.
Fantastic. Well, I thank you so much for sharing your insights about effective messaging. We're looking forward to having our participants incorporate that feedback into their own messages.
Great.